Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm JD. If you don't know me, I'm a yoga teacher, a yoga practitioner, and I'm also a spiritual being in recovery from addiction to drugs and alcohol. And I share yogic teachings and the 12-step program in hope that I can share what I've learned uh, in my spiritual awakening to relieve me of the suffering of addiction and to find joy and happiness and meaning in this crazy existence as a human being that they say only comes once in every 10,000 lifetimes. So let's embrace it while we've got it until the next time comes around. So let's just first of all just start by sitting comfortably. Now, whether that's sitting cross-legged, legs out, whatever is going to work with you, on a chair. But a few things, especially if you're on a chair, well, all things, we want to have a nice straight spine. We want to be comfortable, but we want to have a straight spine. That way, both the breath and the spinal energy can flow. It's going to keep us upright and awake. And we're going to start to settle into a breath pattern that we will practice coming back to throughout today's practice and practice coming into it throughout our day, throughout our lives at all times, is focusing on the breath, the prana, the life force, and having that remembrance of that breath keeps us present in the moment. And when we drift off or we fall into judgment, whether that be about our lives or our practice today, we bring it back to the here and the now and acceptance. And we're going to talk about that today as we talk about the first step. The first step in acceptance and admitting where we are at this moment in our lives. And from there, being able to work in the present to enhancing and engaging in our lives. Okay. So sitting up tall, strong, wherever you are, finding a comfortable straight posture. Close down the eyes. And if it's uncomfortable, I'm imagining you're all at home, you're all feeling in a very safe place. But if at this time closing your eyes is challenging, pick a focus point ahead of you that you can just focus at and let the focus just focus on that one spot. But otherwise, we're going to work with closing down the eyes and rolling the eyes up and bringing the focus to our third eye, the Anjana chakra, the point of intuition, and bringing that focus to the breath and having the breath come in and go out. Inhale fully, our belly comes out. We pull up strong and tall as we fill the lungs. And we stay up strong and tall as we exhale, and the belly goes in. We're just bringing the belly out on the inhale and in on the exhale. And that's it. Let's sit with that for a few moments, getting comfortable. And as the mind drifts off, as the mind slips into judgment, let it go. Don't judge it. Don't add to it. Just bring it back to that breath. I feel the breath come in. I feel the breath go out. And if you're congested today, you can also breathe through slightly puckered lips. But it's more effective in a nervous system, in a yogic activation to breathe through our nose whenever possible. Inhaling and exhaling. And as we inhale, we feel the prana, we experience the life force that this breath gives us life. That is the essence of our existence as a human on this plane. is the prana, the life force. That's the basics of breath meditation, is experiencing the breath, not just breathing in and out, but experiencing in the moment each breath and the life that it carries. Continuing that breath pattern, we're going to bring the hands in front of the heart center, rub the palms together, and bring the hands to the heart center in prayer pose. Relax the shoulders, roll them back a bit, opening up the heart center. Up strong and tall, continuing the breath. We'll prepare to chant Om 3 times. We vibrate the sound. We vibrate Om. We work on bringing ourselves into a vibrational plane with the frequency of the universe. Om is more than a word, more than a sound. It's a vibration. Let's bring our breath into unison, inhaling deeply, exhaling fully. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. We'll inhale to chant. Inhale. One more time. Vibrate above and between the eyebrows. Continue to come back to the breath pattern, inhaling and exhaling, making it a little deeper, inhaling deeper, exhaling a little deeper. Beginning to bring consciousness to having the inhale and the exhale be of equal length and equal volume, perhaps also counting, which will also keep your focus on the present. Inhaling to an equal count of 4 or 5 or 7 or 10, and exhaling to that same breath pattern count. right, on the next inhale fully and deeply and pull up strong and tall on the spine and hold the breath in. Inhale and hold, suspending the breath, and begin to squeeze the muscles, the lower muscles, and bring the energy up the spine. And when it becomes uncomfortable, exhale. Without effort, we'll just let the breath come and go as we prepare for the asana, our physical practice today. And as always, make adjustments. We're not going to do anything incredibly difficult, but everybody's body is different and everybody does things a different way. And I'm 53 years old and I cannot do everything that the greatest physical yogis can do, but I still get the benefits necessary out of the exercises. So make adjustments, make sure that you're in. This is about being mindful in the practice, is feeling what's working in your body and what's not, making some adjustments, but trying to do the patterning and keep the movement, the physical movement and the breath in unison. That's the most important thing, that the breath and the movement are in unison, that we're warming up the spine, and we're going to engage and electrify the nervous system. And we're going to do some work on our glandular system, getting the glandular system in balance and working in harmony to keep us healthy, clear-headed, and being able to focus on the mindfulness and presence. So this is how it all works. And when we, just a gentle reminder for everybody too, so many times in the first world, we think the word yoga is about the physical practice, where the physical practice is a very small part, an important part. And though some have reached enlightenment through the physical practice of yoga, it's very challenging to do, but it's part of it. The word yoga means union, to come into union with the infinite, with the one. And that is the practice of yoga. All right, so keep that in mind if judgments come up about whether you're a good yogi or a good meditator, or whether you're physically fit or unfit. You're where you're at, okay? So, and then we're going to get to talk about the first step as we start moving. Okay, very simple. First exercise, we're going to put our hands on the knees. We're going to begin some Sufi grinds. We're going to churn on the spine, rotating on the spine. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back. Inhale, big deep breath in. Exhale as the belly squishes down. Exhale fully. And closing the eyes down and rolling the eyes up to the center, the eyebrows, above and between the eyebrows, the Anjana chakra. And bringing all your focus again to the breath and the movement and not letting it drift. But if it drifts, don't judge it, just bring it back. Next time you come to the front and center, reverse the direction, come around the opposite way. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. A little deeper, a little fuller breaths, fully stretching. All right, once again, come to center. Inhale, pull up, strong and tall, straight, tall spine. Inhale, hold the breath, squeeze the lower muscles, squeeze energy up the spine. And exhale. Keep the eyes closed. And just after that simple exercise, hopefully it was simple for everybody, just check in. A little more oxygen in the blood now. How are you feeling? Very simple. And just keep checking in where you are. If you feel a cramp or something, just notice it. Don't judge it. I got a little kink in my hip. Right now, this morning is a little stiff, but I'm going to work it out. Just is. It just is. That's where we come to the things about my hip is sore right now. I don't know. I slept funny last night. I got a little kink in my hip, and I just accept it. When we start to talk about admitted and accepting, we admitted we were powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable. So when we look at accepting the way things are, that we're powerless over our addiction, when we lean into our powerlessness, doesn't mean we can't do anything about it. But I am not going to ever change the fact that I am powerless over drinking and drugs. For example, fill in the blank of where you're at, where you're working at, food, codependency, gambling, whatever it is, I'm powerless over it. It's my Achilles heel. It's my kryptonite. Nothing I can do about that one thing. I can never drink again. I can never do drugs again. Okay, what am I going to do about it? But if I don't fully admit it and accept it, how am I going to move on with the rest of my life? Well, just sit in that. Just sit in, really sitting in it. And why this is so important is, for me, the difference between admitting and accepting is in the admitting to somebody else. I think in the time when the big book was written, when these steps were first talked about, admitting and accepting were closer entwined. And I think in our world now, and with the ease and grace that we spit everything out on social media, and sometimes we overshare, admitting things is really easy. But fully accepting where we are at in our lives, that's the trick. For me, I admitted it. I was in the rooms for years and years, in and out, but I never accepted it. And that's why I kept going out. I never accepted, because I never accepted the powerlessness of it, because it hurted my ego. It hurted who I was, because I thought I was powerful over everything. But now I just sit in the full acceptance. My hip is sore today and I can never have another drink. And you see, I can fix my hip. I can exercise it out. I can work it out. I can never have another drink. So when we look, just sit on that, admitting and accepting, and see how that resonates with you for the next few exercises as we warm up the body and stay focused here and now in where you're at presently, with admitting where you're at and accepting where you're at. Okay. Knees back on the knees, hands back on the knees. Very simple. Inhale forward, exhale back. Again, close the eyes down, bring the focus to the breath, warming up the spine. Inhale forward, exhale back. Nice big, deep, full breaths, full movement. Also, I'm setting a bit of a medium pace. If you want to go slower and deeper, you can do that. If you want to go faster and more aerobic, do that. But again, the breath and the movement always in unison. Inhale, straight spine, pull up, strong and tall, hold the breath. Exhale. All right, let's bring the legs out. Give them a good stretch. You've been sitting cross-legged for a while. Stretch them out. Wiggle the toes. Much as possible, we want to roll the hips forward to come sitting on the hip bones, on the sit bones, not the hip bones. You can't sit on the hip bones, on the sitting bones. All right. And we're going to inhale, reach up, twist, fold, touch where you can. Inhale up, twist, fold, touch where you can. It's more about the reach and feeling the stretch down the back of the leg than being able to touch the toe perfectly. And it reached the heart center toward the knee, not so much concerned about the hand touching the toe. Feel the stretch down the back of the leg, the life nerve. And again, if you are very flexible and touching the toes is easy, make the focus on stretching the back of the leg out, but having a nice straight spine without too much bend in the back, okay? And keeping that stretch in the groin and down the back of the legs. Come up, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, float the arms down, bring the feet together, bottom of the feet, soles of the feet together. Tuck them in, but not too far. Watch that you don't overstretch the groin. Nice straight spine. Bounce the knees a little groin area stretch there. Stretch out the hips. And then from here, with a nice straight spine, again, not about how far you come down, but stretching out that groin area and getting it in the hips a bit. You're going to inhale up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale. All right, let's bring the legs out again. Give them a nice stretch. Okay, we're going to come over onto our hands and knees. Do the old cat-cow. Fingers are spread out nice and wide, right below the shoulders. Knees are below the hips. Okay, we're going to roll the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling the spine, starting at the base of the hip as we inhale and open eyes, look up, roll the eyes up and back, and then roll the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, bring the chin to the chest, look at the nose as you exhale all the air out. Inhale up. Exhale. Continuing that way at your pace. Next time the head comes up, inhale up. Hold the breath. Exhale. Squeeze all the air out. Look at the nose. Squeeze the air out. Hold the breath out. Hold the breath out for a moment. When it becomes uncomfortable, inhale to a flat back. And then we're going to push back into your version of a child pose. We're going to sit on the heels. We're going to have the hands either out front in prayer pose, forehead on the ground. The legs can be spread a bit if you want to get down a little lower. Or you can come into the classic child's pose with the hands at the back by the feet. Either way, find a place where you can sit into, fully let go, relax. just relax into it and fully let go. And bring that focus back to the breath again. All right, slide the hands back underneath the shoulders, push up to sitting on the heels, and then come back to sitting in easy pose. Okay. So we're going to do another breath meditation. Now, we're going to do some elements today that may be uncomfortable. But the idea sometimes in a yoga practice is to do things uncomfortable and to test yourself, and then take that practice into life. And I can tell you, we're going to do everything for except for the first one, we're going to do for 3 minutes. Everything else we're going to do for 1 minute. So know that it's only going to last 1 minute, and sit in the discomfort, because some of the stuff you're not going to like. But in life, there's things that we don't like. And sometimes you're going to have a craving for whatever it is that you used to use to soothe yourself. Maybe you're still struggling with it, and it's uncomfortable. But we also have to remember that that discomfort can pass, right? But the more we try and push it away, the more we tense up, the more we're angry about it or frustrated about it or sad about it, the more that it sinks in and the harder it is to let it go. But when we look at just accepting, I'm holding my arms up in the air and my shoulders hurt and it's uncomfortable, but in a minute it's going to go away. Or if I do this enough, I'm going to be strong enough and the discomfort will go away by practicing whatever it is. And that practicing of being in the present and accepting where we're at makes it easier and easier. And that's what I like to teach. And that's what I like to practice in my daily practice. Okay. So we're going to do another breath exercise. And this is a whistling exercise. And we're going to whistle on the inhale and on the exhale. Now, don't start judging whether you're a good whistler or a bad whistler. It's just part of the exercise. The tight, puckered lips, inhaling fully, exhaling fully, and it's putting some pressure on the lungs. It's making the lungs work a little harder as we breathe in and out. And in this, we're going to bring our hands into prayer pose. We're going to roll the shoulders back and bring the hands above the head. I know you can't see that on this camera, but just believe my hands are above my head. My arms are straight as possible. I'm going to engage the core, squeeze the core down so you're not stressing out your lower back too much. If you have lower back problems, stay up straight. Engage the core, and you want to lean back to that point where it feels like you're going to fall backwards. Then just come back about 1 centimeter and just sit there in this kind of a teeter-totter balance. Close the eyes down to the Anjana chakra, roll them up, and begin that whistle breath. So keep going. There's a lot going on here, so you should be able to stay present. Just keep going over all the things you're doing. Whistle breath, long, deep breath in, full breath out, in and out. Engage that core muscles. Squeeze the belly, engage the core muscles as you lean back. Arms are up straight as possible. Halfway there. Keep going. Inhaling, exhaling. If one part of I'm not giving you an excuse, but if one part gets too much, if it's painful in the sense that you think you're hurting yourself, your lower back starts to hurt, especially come up a little straighter. Make adjustments, but also see how far you can push yourself for the next minute. We've only got a minute left to go. And be in it, sit in it. All right, on the next inhale, hold the breath. Inhale deep and full. Squeeze the energy up the spine, hold the posture. And you can't hold it anymore. Exhale, float the arms down, let them come to rest. Palms up on the knees. Keep the eyes closed. The breath return to a relaxed pattern. Personally, I love that. I feel very energized after that. That little brief 3 minutes, that's all it was, you know? Okay. A couple more exercises. We're going to start to loosen the tension that we hold in the shoulders and the neck, and especially the hands. Those of us who do a lot of keyboarding, working at the computer, you're going to interlace the fingers together, bring them into the heart center, relax the shoulders, but have the arms level with the ground. We're going to inhale forward, exhale as it comes in. Nice straight spine, sitting up nice and tall. Eyes are closed, rolled up in between and above the eyebrows. Really push the air out as you breathe out. Squeeze the diaphragm up and in. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, the arms come in. Now we're going to inhale, the arms go up above the head. Exhale, they come back down to the heart center. Inhale, they come out front. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Check in that you're not creating tension in the shoulders, but you're letting it go, especially on that exhale, that you're letting the pressure go, okay? Almost there, a few more seconds, a few more times. Inhale up and above. Push those fingers up. Hold the breath, squeeze the lower muscles, bring the energy up the spine. Exhale, float the arms down, palms up on the knees, relax, let go. All right, how was that? Something probably most of you have never done before. Here we go. That's just that. How you feel? Let go. Let go of the shoulders. Okay. We're gonna bring the arms out. Hand fingers are spread wide open, and this is on a big inhale. And then we're going to grab two ropes that are attached to two of the biggest weights, and we're going to pull, pull, pull with all our might. Shake, 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 shake as they come into the heart center. We're holding our breath, and then let the breath go. Arms come out. Inhale. Pull, pull, pull. All right, inhale. We're grabbing all that stress, tension that we create in our lives. We're pulling it into our heart. Pull, 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 pull. Breathe out, let it go. Continue at your own pace. Just pull it all in and then let it all go. Explosive exhale. Maybe you got a bunch of anger you're still holding on to. Pull all that anger in, pull it all in, pull it all in, pull it all in. Explode it out, let it all go. Throw it away, release it all. Just let it go, rid of everything that everything that no longer serves you. Just keep doing that exercise. Let it all go. Oh, wherever you're at, do it one more time, and then let the hands float down and fully relax. One more big strong one. Let it all go, and then relax. Sitting in that relaxation, do you feel some release? Do you feel you're relieved, even just a little? And then remember that once we go through and we have experiences in this, maybe one or two, that we feel benefit us, that we feel some relief. Remember what that relief feels like. And remember the discomfort that we went through and then the relief that came from it. And know that that's possible in every aspect of our lives. That we don't sit in discomfort for too long. And after it's over, don't return to it. Don't think about how horrible, oh my God, that was so horrible, and relive it again. How does that benefit? You know, I mean, sometimes you want to share with a friend, you need to get some consoling. But if you were on a phone call and somebody pissed you off, and then you go and you tell all your friends about it, you tell that story 6 times, and you get upset about it 6 times again, how's that serving you? Would it not be better in just accepting whatever that person on the phone was going through is going through what that person's going through? You are powerless over whatever that person's going through. Maybe never talk to them again. Just another instance in life to bring these practices into our daily lives and to lessen the suffering. Okay, here we go. Once again, we're going to interlace the fingers like we had before. This time, we're going to stretch out, open our heart center a bit more, open the heart center, bring the hands behind the head. If you can, without the hands touching the back of the head, the palms can come up. I find that's pretty challenging. So the palms can face the back of the head, and then as they clear the head, they're going to point up towards the sky. Okay, and they come up, and you can't see on the screen, but the hands are pointing towards the sky. We inhale as the arms go up, exhale as they come back down. Keep the elbows back, the heart center open, shoulders back. Keep going a few more times. Inhale, stretch up. Squeeze the lower muscles. Squeeze the energy up the spine. Hold the breath. Exhale. Let go. Relax. All right. How you doing? All right. Okay, I'm going to do some more work on the hips, the lower spine. Okay, engage the core again, really squeeze those core muscles. The hands come into prayer pose again. Bring the shoulders back. The arms should be touching the ears, nice and straight above the head. We're going to inhale as we twist to the left. Exhale as we twist to the right. Straight, nice straight spine, arms straight as they can be with the palms pressed together. going. If you're feeling more aerobic, you get a little more energy now, you can pick up the pace. Come to the center, inhale. Exhale. Release the arms down one more time. Palms up, relax, check in. Okay, moving on. Getting there. We're almost done the physical stuff. And bring the fingers again in together. The thumbs are pointed out towards the heart center. It's a very small root move. We're going to go from the heart center to the Anjana chakra. So just above the eyebrows, from the heart center to just above the eyebrows. And we're going to go as rapidly as you can in unison with the breath. Inhale up, exhale down, pumping, pumping, pumping. And really pump the belly as you're going along. Pump, pump, pump. We're pumping the glandular system. We're getting the glandular system activated. Inhale up. Hold, squeeze. Exhale, relax, release. And by stimulating our glandular system, which therefore stimulates the nervous system, the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems, we're just all getting these energies flowing and balanced, flowing and balanced. And do a lot of work with the arms up in the air, which stimulates the glandular system a lot. So there's all of these yogic movements that scientifically have been figured out over the thousands of the years of yogis doing these things over and over again. And then afterwards, sitting in and checking in on how they feel, what's going on, where. And as you become more in tune with your own body and your own nervous system, you can begin to feel what's beneficial for you in certain circumstances. I know now when I'm feeling a certain way that's uncomfortable, that if I do certain exercises, if I do certain breath exercises, that's going to shift where I am to where I want to be. Okay, so much of this is a practice of experiencing, because it's a little different for everybody. The main overarching elements are going to have the same benefits, but what brings you the most benefit, you're going to find out through your own experience. So don't ever let anybody tell you what you should or shouldn't. There's no shoulding in these classes. All right. Okay, couple more. We're almost there. We're going to reach out the arms, Bring them up and grab the shoulders as much as we can. Again, the arms are parallel with the floor, and we're going to begin to twist again. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. The chin at the end comes over the shoulder. Full spinal twist. Seeing as you go, if you get a little more twist, a little more flexibility, remembering to keep the breath and the movement in unison, and the breath is full and deep on both the inhale and the exhale. Come to center. Inhale, touch the back of the hands behind the head. Hold the breath, squeeze up, squeeze up. Exhale, release. All right, last physical exercise. Bring the hands down to the ankles or the shins, depending on where you're at. Again, if you're sitting on a chair, you just come back onto your knees. And one more time, we're going to do that, the spinal flex. Inhale forward, exhale back, really focusing on that lower back and the hips. And inhale up, straight spine. Hold that breath. Squeeze, squeeze those muscles. Squeeze, feel the Kundalini energy come up the spine. Exhale. Slowly and gently, you're going to bring your legs out. Give them a little shake. Wiggle the toes. And begin to come down lying on the back for Shavasana. Right, a full, comfortable spot. Lying on the back. If you need, please take a sip of water. If you need to run to the washroom, now's a good time. If you can wait, it's better. If you've got to take care of business. But then come down laying in a full, deep, relaxed posture. Okay, comfortable. And if you're lying down now, take a big, deep inhale. Let a big sigh out. Fully let go and let go of all those muscles. Do that 2 more times. Big, deep, deep, deep inhale. Big exhale, big sigh. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all go. One more time. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. Slowly begin to sink into the ground. The palms roll up to the sky. Close the eyes down. Let the breath do what the breath does, inhaling and exhaling. This is sometimes said to be the hardest posture, Shavasana, in just being present, not letting the mind drift and not falling asleep, and fully relaxing. So let's practice that. Let's start at the toes and relax the feet, relax the toes, relax the ankles, relax the legs, starting at the calves, relax the calves, relax the knees, the thighs, and relax the hips, the buttocks, relax the belly, relax the spine, relax the chest, the shoulders, relax the hands, each finger, fully relax the hands and the wrists, relax the arms, forearms, the elbows, the biceps. Again, relaxing those shoulders, relax the neck, relax the face, and especially that jaw. Let go of the head and fully relax. Gently beginning to bring yourself back. Begin to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Begin to rotate the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, on a big inhale, bring the arms above the head and stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale. Take a few deep inhales and big stretches, big exhales. And then bringing the knees up with the feet flat on the floor. Letting the knees fall to one side as the torso twists in the opposite direction. A few gentle cat stretches back and forth. And then beginning to rub the soles of the feet, palms of the hands together, energizing and electrifying the nervous system. Bring the knees to the chest and the hands on the knees. If it's available, rock back and forth, side to side a few times. Give yourself a nice gentle massage. We'll come up to sitting. Make your way up to sitting for our meditation. So this music, this chanting, this mantra that I was playing during our Shavasana, I am, I am. This meditation has a lot going on for anybody, but it's one of my favorite ways to integrate the first step and yogic spirituality into one. So when we say the first I am is I am this human being existing in this human world. And in part of this being a human being is my addiction. Right? I am an alcoholic. I am an addict. You fill in your own blanks and sitting in that. Okay, just sitting in that for a moment, but then realizing the second I am is I am part of the universe. I am tied in. I am an integral part of the energy of the universe. There are atoms in me that were once in a star, and there are atoms in stars that were once in me. I'm intricately tied. So I'm in two places at once. So my addiction doesn't define me. It's part of this existence for me, but it doesn't define who I am. Because if I let it define who I am, I'm going to continue to be it. And I am not going to be in recovery. I am not going to be recovered. I'm not going to rediscover the true self that I lost when the addiction took over, when the addiction ran my life, when I was powerless over the addiction, when my life was unmanageable. And if I'm not conscious of that, if don't have a conscious connection to the universe, to my higher power, to the infinite, if I'm not working on yoga, on union, then that's where I'll slip back into. Because for a long time, that's all I knew. So that's why we practice. So in this meditation today, I invite you to experience that. And with this meditation, there's a mantra and a mudra and a movement. So mudra, we're going to have our hands in probably what's most known, the Gyan mudra, which takes the infinite and the ego and locks them together in the circle. We're going to put that on the knee and our right hand, and a nice straight spine. Then our left hand is going to come, and when we chant the first I am, it's close to our heart, it's close to our body, it's close to this human being existence. When we chant second I am, we move ourselves into that bigger sphere, that part of the universe that we're connected to. And then we're going to take a pause as we come to the center where we live most of the time, in this space in between this finite being and this infinite existence. And we're right here. Okay. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to start this beautiful mantra over again. When we roll the eyes up to the Anjana chakra, when we sit and we bring ourselves into unison with this mantra, with this vibration. So in close, load a little bit, in between. palms to the heart center. Exhale. Just let the breath return to a long, deep, comfortable pattern as you hold the heart. And feeling gratitude for wherever you are right now on your path. Being fully in acceptance of where you are right now at this moment in this life. Knowing that there's nothing right and nothing wrong. Just everything is the way it is in this moment. We'll work later, making things better, on changing things, on improving things. But right now, just sit where you are. And feel held by the universe, knowing that you are a part of it. And beginning to rub the palms together. And bring them to the heart center. And once again, we'll close with chanting Om 3 times. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale to chant. Peace, peace, peace. All right. How's that? Stay on the path. Keep working. Reach out when you need help. Peace.